we're here to fix this bearing play. You guys see that there? All new suspension parts and still got some play, so we're gonna swap out that bearing. Show you guys how we do that. Alright, so once you take off the two 17s for this caliper, slide that off, set that aside, off your rotor, and then you're going to want to do upper ball joint, outer tie rod, and these two. Alright, sorry you guys, it's getting a little dark here, but basically you want to get to this point, you have the tie rod disconnected, and then we're just going to disconnect the two ball joint to knuckle, so the ball joint itself can actually stay connected down there, and then we're just going to separate it. I'll show you at the end. You'll see. I'm about to disconnect that right there, and yeah. Alright, so you see we got here this spindle, and inside here we have the bearing, the bad bearing. So basically we're going to go ahead and pop this cap off and go from there. So I took that cap off, and it looks like all the grease came out of the bearing, and obviously the bearing's bad, so we're going to pop this off. 32mm, this here, with some Tapatio, and then, then we'll get to that. Now we're going to press this up. So after you take this nut off, this is what you're left with, and now we're going to press that up. Alright, so this is how I have it set up. 3 contact points is a must, because I couldn't get it set up right, and they keep folding like this, but I just got 2 little presses out of it, so it's a little off-centered, so it's going to touch the knuckle soon, but I think I might get another little. There you go. As long as it's not touching. Yeah, I see. Get it back off it. So I gotta recenter it and then do it again. But we're almost there. It's gonna fold a little bit. It's almost inevitable. There she goes. Oh, it's done. There it goes. Now you see that hub fell out. I will press the rest of this bearing out right now in a minute. First we're gonna get all that out. Alright, so before you press the rest of that bearing out, usually there's a little seal right here, which I noticed. And the way I usually get these out is I take my mini pry bar and I stick it under here, and I usually in a vise, and just pop like this. Pop, pop, and it pops out just like that. Should have showed you guys, but too bad. And I actually didn't really damage the seal in doing so, which if you're careful, I think I'll just reuse this one. And now I can probably just take this bearing apart because it's no good. When I press these, I'm gonna have to press this race out. So I'm gonna go back to the press. Alright, so I wanted to show this right here. This is actually a first for me. You see this inner race that gets stuck on this spindle, or the hubber rather. What I did was I just got this and I slowly started wedging it in between, and now it's there. But I use a hammer. You gotta use the hammer and smack this right there, but slowly it'll pop off, so you don't have to grind. I've grinded these off before, but then you can grind into this and it's hard not to. But this thing, whew, snap-on baby. People say snap-on ain't worth it. This thing does everything. Alright, so this thing is awesome and all, but it didn't get very far, so we did have to start bringing out the grinder. When you are grinding, I definitely recommend some gloves and glasses, or else you just think you're a badass, but you're really not. So you'll see after you cut a decent amount out of your little race here, it literally just weakens it so much. I can literally just pull it off now. Oh, and look, I went through a little bit. It's almost inevitable, but it'll be fine. Alright, so not only did we have a inner race stuck on the hub, but we also have the outer race stuck inside the spindle. So we gotta get that out now, and it's right there. But I don't know how I'm gonna get it out, but here we go. So I was tripping out. I was like, what broke? Did I just break my knuckle? But no, like, so piece of the race is still in there, inner race. See what's chipped right there? Race just broke off. Outer race. So this is equivalent to
We must pay homage to him.
this. That's what that is. But it just broke off. So gotta get the rest out. I'm gonna try to tap it out from here. Alright, so we got the old bearing right here. Old bearing. Snapped in half. There's the outer race. And this was the rest of it. And it's all going back to warranty. The rest of those bearings. And here's the new one. And this is gonna. Alright, so and then with it set up just like this, we're gonna be pressing in the new bearing. We have a flat piece supporting the whole bearing. And slowly pop that in there. Alright, so recentered, and you want to push that bearing as far as you can. And with this, that's as far as I'm going to be able to go with that tool. But I think it's, you look on the back side, you can see it needs a little bit more. So we're going to need a smaller piece to press that in. Something smaller than this because it's too big. Maybe if I just turn it, if I turn it around, that's perfect. There you go. Just like that. So we're gonna bring this down. It takes forever. I'm gonna go set the camera down. So after the bearing, you can see we put this snap ring in here. So once you get that snap ring, then you can put your seal back on. I'm gonna reuse mine. It's decent. You take one of these flat pieces. Pop that in. One of these. With this right here. And we're going to tap that in. Boom. So there's that. And now we can put this back on. And this is the ABS ring. Alright, so this is what seems to be working for pressing the hub in. Gonna go till it hits this metal plate because it's not gonna go all the way. Still going. And right there, it's hitting this plate now. So now I gotta set it up differently. Alright you guys, this is basically it right here. Once you got your hub back into your spindle here, you're going to get your ABS ring. Make sure your bearing, your inner race is all good. You're going to drop this in here. Make sure it has grease on it though and it's clean. Mine's kind of dirty, I need to clean it up. Just show you guys. Drop that in and then, where's my nut? That's not it. And then you put this nut on. And then your dust cap and you're done. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hope it helped you guys. I know it helped me because last time I tried doing this I couldn't do it, but we got it now. So yeah, I'm gonna throw it back on the car and then call it a day. Thanks for watching. Alright, one last thing. You are gonna want to torque this hub nut 108 foot-pounds. So whether you gotta put it in a vise or however you're gonna do it. Cool. Alright, so we're just gonna slap this on real quick and show you guys that we restored everything. And if you watched the last video, you saw I put everything brand new in here, coilovers, everything. So control arms, tie rods, all that. So everything's gonna be tight right now, and I'll show you that in a minute. All right, so we have it all assembled with the fresh bearing, and you can see completely tight, no play at all. That's just the sound of the rotor, but everything's tight, no more play. Shoo! Stay tuned.